expressions on my face. It masks what should not be there anywhere. The light of past I found to paint its sorrow bound, imprisoned with no chance to repent. I'm searching, hoping.
And now for your weekly dose of metal. Here are your hosts, Morgan Danielle and Luco Blaze on The Metal Experience.
This song is about bonding and urinating with the man who brought you into this world, who taught you how to throw the curveball, how to cut your meat. It's called Be With Your Father.
Woo! We just heard Dark Side of Me by Here Lies Eternal and Plague of Winter by Disintegrator. I am Luco Blaze with Morgan Danielle. Sitting next to me, the chin hair of knowledge, sans chin hair. Oh, having jobs. And we are here with us for the first time on the Metal Experience, Wings of Severance. Why don't you guys go ahead and introduce yourselves and what you do in the band?
I'm Phil Feinstein, and I play drums.
Hi, Phil.
Hi.
AJ Capilano, vocals and guitar.
Sean Borchers, guitar.
Ian Borchers, bass and vocals.
Yes. And we just got the bearded man.
Oh, yeah.
I'm Will. I pretty much the roadie, and I got the van.
Yeah, he picks up the hookers and cocaine for us.
He's got the most important job. I got a out of
good
all
connect
of you
on
guys. So
All right. So
obvious choice.
let's take it back to the beginning. Wings of Severance. How did you guys all meet and you're like, I like you. Let's play music together?
I mean, I don't know if we actually like each other, but, you know, close enough.
You want to start with like the full...
Yeah, so I guess if we go far enough back, what was that, Sean? Was that 2003, 2004?
Yeah, essentially, yeah.
So I think it was 2004. We had a band. My brother and I had a band together called Frey. It was terrible.
It was called what?
Frey, like
Frey?
that, like
Okay.
that band that plays shitty music, but
Wait.
metal.
So you were in the Fray before they got super big and sold out a bunch of money?
Yeah, exactly. But they were a death metal band back then.
Oh.
No, we unfortunately had the same name. And that eventually fell apart, and in the process, we ended up picking up it was some of the same members, but then we grabbed AJ, who used to just play guitar before he became our lead vocalist. And then from there, we did that for a couple of years with a 5-piece lineup, and then what was it?
Bounce through, what, 4 different vocal changes, basically?
Yeah, 4.
Yeah. We don't need a front man.
Yeah, we decided they're kind of a pain in the ass and they cost money, so we made AJ become our singer, and it's been awful since.
Our original drummer, Jansen, actually left, what was it now, 5 years?
Yeah.
2012.
Yeah. And courted Phil. I made him come to my house and jam with me for a few weeks before he would decide to actually join.
I
some
basically, I was playing in like a grindcore band, and then it was the Beholder. I don't know if you know every other band, but and then I don't know. I played with another band for a little bit, and then AJ asked me, "Do you want to start jamming?" I was like, "Well, I've been traveling to Kenosha for like 5 years now in these other bands, and yes, I do not feel like doing this shit anymore, so I will jam with you." And basically, I feel bad, but the other band that I was in, I kind of just had my shit in my truck and didn't say anything, and that was it.
After 5 years?
Well, it was 5 years of the same dudes, different bands. Like, I was in the Beholder for a year. I toured with them for about a year. And then another band with all the same guys for a couple of years. It was more of like, my relationship with them was more of like a business relationship rather than friends. Like, I party with these guys all the time.
Party!
But, I don't know, the other guys, it was just kind of like
Show up,
business.
do your work, and
Yep.
go home.
Pretty much,
You
clock
partied
in,
with the
clock
Beholder.
out. Huh?
You partied
Yeah, I
with the
partied
Beholder.
with Beholder. Those are business parties.
But you don't remember any of them,
I
so
don't.
that's all that matters.
No.
Casual.
It was super casual.
But we lucked out. So our former drummer Jansen is actually he does all the recording for us. So he was the engineer / producer for the full length. So still have a good relationship with him.
Professional drum tuner.
Professional drum tuner.
I
Most
literally-
important job.
I bring my drums to his studio, and that's it. He does his thing. I was like,
He
here,
tunes them for you?
everything. He's a mastermind with drums. Yeah.
He's like Rain Man, but specifically when it comes to drum tuning.
He's drum
so-
man.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah,
too
totally.
many people get that luxury.
No, it's awesome.
So, does he just record you guys or record other bands too?
Oh yeah. So he's got a business out of his place called Brick and Mortar Recordings. He's done a few bands in the area. He's actually doing a band that Phil filled in for drums called Stolen Sun. Yeah, Phil's and
Phil's.
Sandwich Shop.
Running joke.
And then he's also done a couple other local bands in the area. He did the Purge EP a couple years ago, and he's done a couple other bands. So he's kind of the best guy for us, and we've just always stuck with him. So
And where's that out of?
McHenry, not too far from Jewel out there. So
Make sure you stop by Jewel.
yeah. You need booze before you go to the studio. So
Sandwiches.
Yeah.
lunch meats.
or
Right
yeah,
by the Jewel.
yeah, booze and lunch meats, right?
And guns.
And guns. It's McHenry.
Guns at
Jewel doesn't
Jewel?
sell guns.
Yeah. Didn't you know?
In the back.
You can get guns anywhere. You got to know a guy.
But the guy has to know a guy, right?
No guy down at Jewel.
Yeah, exactly.
Screw that, we just go over to the border and buy them, like real quick. Just
Like,
hey man, I need a gun, just get it. You know.
Hey now.
No questions asked.
No.
Now, what about the name Wings of Severance? How did you guys decide that was going to be it?
It was just a name, really.
And what were some of the other terrible ones that you originally had?
Oh God, like Blood Black was one of the ones that
Black,
Mike was thinking
Jack
of.
Black?
Yeah, but not as good. He's a national treasure. That name is terrible. There were a couple. In general, so, I mean, that's a question really for our original vocalist who isn't in the band anymore. It was kind of his idea. And I have no idea what the fuck he was thinking. So, it's just kind of stuck.
It was literally just a name. Like, I was there with him, like, talking about all that kind of stuff. Like I said, Bled Black was another name that was thrown in the hat, and I'm pretty sure that's all we did was everyone just wrote down a bunch of names on a list, and Wings
That
of
one
Severance
won.
was the coolest one.
You know, it's kind of weird. I never heard of this Blood Black thing ever. I've been in the band the whole time.
That's the one that I...
Well, you needed to hang out more often, bro.
Yeah, that's definitely the one that I remember, because I thought that was kind of cool.
Plus, come on, it was the time period. Everyone was doing the noun, the verb band names, right? So,
I always thought the Wings of Severance thing was a little cool because of like the old band Frey and coming out of that and having AJ come in on guitar. So to me, it was kind of like separating from what we were with still some of the same members, and you know, Wings of Severance, kind of just getting away from that. So that's what I tell people because it sounds cool, I guess.
my brothers clearly put more thought into this than anyone else in the band, past or present.
Perfect. Well, why don't we go ahead and play? You guys brought a bunch of music tonight. What do you guys bring?
I mean, we brought the whole
entire
album,
album.
so
You got it, yeah. The new album, Welcome to Afterlife.
so you get dealer's choice.
So it's Welcome to the Afterlife. Is the real-
Welcome the afterlife.
Welcome the Afterlife.
Yeah.
Very cool. And you know what? Why don't we just start from the beginning? I know the first track is an intro, right, Morgan? You said.
Yeah.
Why don't we just do the intro right into the first song?
So a twofer?
So
Pretty much made
a
for that,
twofer.
so-
Yeah, it's designed for that, so that's perfect.
It's
Perfect.
actually kind of a funny story how I came up with the name for that track because it only took us like 10 years to do a full-length album, so we had to call the intro Worth the Wait.
Worth the wait. All right. So
I
and then
like
what's the official track?
The track
Nothing's the
track
choice.
after that is Nothing's the Choice.
All right. Worth the wait into Nothing's the Choice. Let's do it.
Hey, old boy, are you up for some heavy metal? Have you heard the Metal Experience? No. With Luco Blaze and Whippersnapper? Oh, yes, and the ravishing and dashing Morgan. Oh, yes. Well, tune in to themetalexperience.com for some heavy metal. Yes, there's muscles in the speakers. Smashing Metal Experience. Fantastic.
Woo! All right, we just heard the intro track leading into the first track. Woo!
Off the Welcome the Afterlife.
That was fucking sweet. That was Wings of Severance on the Metal Experience. I am Luco Blaze. Morgan Danielle, the chin hair of knowledge, sit next to me. And yeah, those were fucking sweet. Worth the wait. Okay, the intro leading into just make you wait a little bit longer,
yeah.
and then Nothing's the Choice. Those are badass.
We want our minute of soft rock before we get into it. So
So you get into the full length. So the what is what's worth the wait about? No, I'm joking. What is Nothing's the Choice about? And I guess Sean, you're gonna tell us what that song is about, right?
he's gonna try.
I'm gonna pass it off to my older brother, Ian Michael.
God damn it. So that song was written by the vocalist we had right before AJ became the lead singer. It's kind of like your traditional metal bullshit relationship song. So, we had to have one of those and, pretend like we care about
That's why we got rid of the front man.
Yeah, that's why we got rid of him. We're like, we don't do feelings in this band.
Unless they're angry.
You're out, but we're keeping.
So it's the traditional toxic relationship thing.
So then after he left, how many tracks did you guys have to finish writing, or AJ? So give me the writing process.
Gotcha. So we're a riff band. So we
Riffage.
We really start there, to be honest, and then we let some other idiot figure out the vocal side of it. And it used to work out until me and AJ had to start writing the lyrics. Then we're like, oh shit, this is hard. So I would say roughly about half the tracks are with lyrics from previous vocalists. So a little less thought there. And then the other half were written by a combination of me and AJ and my brother on the song Price We Pay. My brother actually brought that in from another project of his. And it just made more sense to be like a straight up like new wave of British heavy metal meets like southern rock kind of thing, and
Nice.
it kind of worked for us. So with lyrics for us, we decided to be a little less I don't want to say serious, but a little less personal. So they typically involve mythological tropes. Like the title track "Welcome the Afterlife" is basically the retelling of Achilles and his story, or Hell Hanging High is more kind of like a very fictionalized Salem witch trial kind of thing. So we tended to go out of like personal lyrics and into heavy metal tropes.
Heavy metal troops.
But it's more enjoyable and I don't know, when you're a bunch of suburban guys, like how angry can you be? So we picked things that were more historical or mythological instead.
Very cool. And the album cover. Tell me what's going on here.
Oh, gotcha.
Just trying to describe it for the
I see
the listeners
pennies,
at home.
So I have that ferryman.
So yeah. So you'll see the coin on your eye motif a couple times on there. So again, that's Welcome to Afterlife. The whole shtick there is I guess the Greek afterlife. So entering Elysium or Hades. So on the front, that's supposed to be kind of like a personification, or rather like a metaphor for like the river Styx, and joining the rest of your people in the afterlife. And then on the inside, we have a man with the traditional penny on his eyes for Quran and all of that. So that was done by Colin for Rain Song Designs.
Colin Marks.
Yeah, and he's done a lot of bands. Pretty very.
Whitechapel, Suffocation.
Wow.
He's out of Iceland.
That's
This is
pretty
all
badass.
drawn?
How did you get a hold of him to do your artwork?
How did we
So,
find him?
We are friends with the band Product of Hate.
Oh yeah, that's
nice.
right.
Those guys are awesome.
Yes, they
we were just searching and searching and searching for somebody that is a legit artist or photographer, and we just, this is our first album. We've been working really hard on it. They've been working on it for 5 years before I joined, and it was like, let's just do it right. Let's not go half-ass with it. And got in touch with Adam Gilly from Product of Hate, and he sent us the information that his record label deals with, and it was Colin Marks. And Colin Marks, we got in touch with him, just kind of like it was a gamble. Let's see if he'll actually deal with some
dudes out of nowhere, Illinois.
Some dudes.
No-name guys, no-name band. And he responded, and he's just awesome to work with. So
I thought one of the coolest things about the artwork itself is that, it's all original photography that he took out there in Iceland, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And we tried not to doll it up too much with anything extra. We have like the boatman and some other stuff in there, but I think it's pretty one of a kind and really tries to represent the theme of the album.
Wait a second. So these are actual photographs?
Yes.
Yeah.
He just edits them.
Everything.
That's what I was going to say, 'cause it doesn't look like it's drawn. Or if it was drawn, holy shit, that's awesome.
Photoshop is amazing.
Yeah, he's really good at manipulating photographs.
Fantastic.
And it came out really impressive, and I was into it because he's done like a lot of more common names. Like he's done like a lot of deathcore bands, but then he's also done stuff like Camelot and some of the other symphonic metal bands, which makes the geek in me happy.
This cover is just so awesome. Like the water, coming down the waterfall type of thing. That's what I was saying. I'm like, someone drew that? Like,
if only, right? No, but
that's
yeah.
a photo, and he kind of
It's
just
real people getting killed
He
on the
put
cover.
real people
Yes.
in the water.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was a specific request by
There were
us.
sacrifices.
Yep.
Well,
He had to kill them too. Is
know,
kind of weird.
It's supposed to be kind of like the whole river Styx
So-
type thing. So, we went with what he had basically, but definitely the bodies were like, we need more of those. So there's
We
only
need
one
more.
or two, I think, originally, right?
Yeah. There were like 2 or 3, and we're like, no. River of the Dead. Get more in there, please.
Not Puddle of the
So
Dead.
now there's 7. He
Yeah.
went from 2 to 7.
Yes.
We
That's
could
a pretty
only-
good increase if you
We
think
could
about
only
it.
afford 7.
Right. I mean, he got caught eventually.
Gotcha.
You guys are working with a budget here. I can afford to put, let's say, 7 on there.
We get so many cadavers before the police show up.
No, this artwork is awesome.
I do
and
agree.
It goes with the music perfectly. And then the back, you got the coins on the cliff. The cliffage.
There's a boat.
There's a boat out there.
Yeah, and
Someone-
even too
someone
on the
lose that.
disc itself, it has the, if I'm not mistaken, the shield of Achilles.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dang!
Yeah.
Which is a sweet touch, I think.
We,
so.
we doubled down on the title track on that one.
The titular
titular.
track.
Yes. You got it. Say that again for me. That
The,
sounded
the
good.
titular track?
Titular.
That's nice.
Well, why don't we go ahead and play the titular track, which is track number 3. We got a ton of tracks off this. We'll play them all tonight.
Yes.
Do it.
Hell yes.
So, welcome the Afterlife, the titular track. Morgan, nice face. We're going to do Welcome the Afterlife off of the album Welcome the Afterlife. This is Wings of Severance.
is not rock and roll!
You're goddamn right.
This is the Metal Experience, and now back to Morgan and Luco.
And we are back. I'm Morgan Danielle with Luco Blaze in the chin hair list of knowledge. And that was Welcome the Afterlife by our friends in Wings of Severance.
Morgan, that's the titular track.
It is the titular track. Thanks for reminding me.
That was another tasty
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bad
Thank you.
ass. So what are some of your influences, both as a band and individually, that got you into metal music?
Mostly ABBA.
I hear a lot of that.
I hear a lot of ABBA influence in there.
We are Swedish. We have Swedish heritage.
Right, so why not Sweden's best disco band?
Sweden, yeah.
You guys want to go around the table with that?
Yeah. Let's start with Phil because that's gonna be way more interesting than us.
So I listen to a lot of country. I listen to metal. Like right now, I'm listening to Slaughter to Pale.
What got you into metal?
Oh, what got me into metal?
It could be either or. Let him answer the question.
Yeah,
as
let me
is.
answer my own fucking question. Do you want to fucking answer for me? So I listen to metal and I listen to country, and what got me into metal? What got me into metal? I don't know. I just wanted to
The
play
Devil
drums.
Wears Prada.
No, I never liked them.
Beer and
I wanted to play drums, and I really liked how fast metal was, and I don't know. It started with like, this is not metal, but Thrice and
It's okay. I love Thrice
like
too.
Poison the Well. I liked all that shit, and then it started getting heavier and heavier and heavier, and then
I thought you were going to stop at Poison.
no, no, not Poison. Poison the Well, and then
Poison is the hottest girl band in the
I don't know.
world.
Like before I knew it, I was in a touring grindcore band. I was like, I have no fucking idea what anyone's saying or what's going on, but I like playing fast and it sounds cool. So, and then it kind of got a little more tame, and that's pretty much it.
Before I knew it, I was in a touring grindcore band.
Yeah, it was fucking weird, but it was sweet.
A lot of whiskey.
Lot of whiskey. Yeah, there was a whole tour that I don't really remember.
Damn.
But yeah, that's it. Nothing too crazy as far as getting me into metal. It's just I play drums. I like playing drums, and I'll play anything.
He's mostly a
Even
Jason
if it's
Aldean
jazz.
guy.
Yeah, I have a YouTube video. I put heavy metal drums over a Jason Aldean track. She's country, and it's got like 8,000 views on YouTube
Wow.
right now.
Yeah, it was
That's
recorded,
pretty
filmed
sweet.
by Jansen Lucky
Yeah.
from Brick and Mortar, who
Yep.
did our album. So definitely check that out too.
Yeah, it's cool.
Tune up your drums before you did it too.
Seriously, I get there, take them out of my cases, and I say, "Okay, Jansen."
I'll be back in an hour.
Make me sound good.
Pretty much. If I tune him, it would be fucking horrible. But I just watch what he does, and then I write it down on paper. I really don't.
Maybe
a
you
video.
should.
I probably should.
Take a video.
All
I
right.
should.
You want me? Okay. Shit. So I mean, it pretty much metal started, kind of like everybody. Iron Maiden, Black Sabbath, Metallica. Metallica's a huge influence. Megadeth. But the band that got me into all the like extreme vocals and stuff like that was Early in Flames. I remember picking up the Horacle album and falling in love.
Not late in flames, Derek. Early in flames.
Hey,
I mean, I like
In
some of
Flames
that
is good
too.
as it's good.
But I mean, like by the time I got into that music, I think Clayman had just come out when I first heard them, and I fell in love, and I was like, this is what we need to be doing. Like, learned how to scream and all that. But I would say, like, as far as being a bass player, Geezer and Cliff and Steve Harris are probably my biggest influences. So that's kind of where I got all the tricks I know, and I just basically rip off their songs and hope no one notices.
Well, what made you want to pick up the bass?
Oh God, it's basically there are no bass players out by us, and I was like,
It's just by necessity.
yeah, I was like, I want to be in a band, and I can't play guitar, so it's got like 2 less strings, and I don't have to do anything, and even if I play the wrong note, maybe no one will notice. So I got into that. and I didn't take it seriously at first, to be honest. I probably quit like twice before I actually started taking it seriously. But my brother picked up the guitar, and then at that point I was like, well, I've got to learn now.
I got to be better than him.
And I mean, that never happened, but because I'm a bass player. But once that happened, my brother and I, we like learned all of Kill 'Em All, and any Metallica, Megadeth song we could get our hands on, we were learning how to play. Before you know it, we were writing songs with one of our old buddies who was in our original band. And that's just it. And then I just got stuck. I hate it. I wish I could play guitar, but I have a job as long as I keep playing bass. So,
There you go.
Well, you can still pick up guitar.
I mean, I guess I could be in a Misfits cover band.
We try not to let him, though.
Right,
Try
exactly.
not to let him.
Stay in your corner.
But
anything to keep him from using a pick.
Yeah, pretty much.
This is Sean here, and as far as me getting into metal, being the youngest out of all my siblings, growing up, I used to steal all my sisters, my oldest sister.
Madonna CDs.
No,
Yeah.
not even. She's way too cool for that shit.
No, it was like Real Big Fish and
Yeah,
Tool.
Real Big
Nice.
Fish, Tool,
Nice.
Metallica, Soundgarden, and I started getting into that a lot, and again, I hate to sound cliche, but Metallica was like just a huge
The
influence on me.
gateway drug.
And it's weird
Always.
because I worked my way backwards through it. The first Metallica album I ever really heard was Load. And
Me too.
most people would be like, oh, shit on that, dude. You're fucking, whatever. So
I'm right there with you. That was
But
my
screw
first
those
Metallica
people,
CD.
dude. Yeah, and so that's what really got me into metal. And then, my brother dipped into all the Swedish stuff, and I would basically just steal everything I could from him and my sister. Like a real bad crack habit, basically. And
What you got in there?
and how I started playing guitar was my half brother, who's the oldest out of all of us. He left like this busted ass Palmer guitar in a closet.
God,
at
the
my
strings were like
parents' house.
2 inches off the neck.
Dude, yeah, it had 4 strings, and you could literally do like the limbo underneath the strings on the fretboard, and that's how I got my start. And I would jam with Ian, and he, like he was saying, he almost gave up playing bass guitar. And then I started plunking around on that thing, and, we never turned back from then. And like you said, we would like rip Kill 'Em All from start to finish, open all the windows in the house and turn the speakers out to the street and shit, and just bang that while everybody walked home from school. And that's how we did it, man, So, yeah, those are my big influences, definitely.
That's
Not bad.
awesome. AJ.
I don't know. For me, early on, like 6th grade, really, I started to get into the Black Sabbath, Ozzy. That's really my what got me into heavy music. My big sister she was 20 years older than me, so she real big into. Thank you. I just got my beer. Woo! Hefeweizen. My big sister was real big into the old thrash scene. Like she went and saw Metallica in '85,
Damn.
all that shit.
Nice.
So naturally, I gravitated towards that. But I used to have this thing. I hated screaming music when I was, because the only thing screaming back when I started to get into the music was, more like the nu metal type stuff. And I still to this day am not a big nu metal kind of guy. Me neither.
Come on, Limp Bizkit's the greatest band ever created.
Duh.
Yes. I saw him this summer. It was my bucket list.
Are you happy? Are you happy with
It was
yourself?
like the worst show ever.
I like it.
I watched them play 2 songs, and then I had to wait 2 hours before Metallica went on stage. That was fun.
But actually, it was Wake in the Fallen though. A buddy of mine had gone to Warped Tour, and he gave me a demo CD, a burned CD, and it had a couple songs on it, and I've never heard anything like it before. And
Avenged Sevenfold?
Yes. It was actually demos that they were handing out before that album came out.
Yeah. That album is fucking.
That's one of my
Good.
favorite albums of all time.
Me too. Top 10.
Love it.
What?
Top 10.
I didn't
Love
know
it.
that was
I'd
in the
put
top
that
10.
album in my top 10.
Are you kidding?
That was the album that got me into screaming music. I was only, 12, 13
That
at
was
the
one
time
of the
or
ones
whatever.
Hey, you were a baby.
So, yeah, I'm the youngest one in the band, unfortunately.
Barely.
Barely. But youngest grade, all right? You were
Biggest beard.
Biggest beard.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're
I have
just
that-
lazy.
I have that title.
It's too
but
much
then
work.
after that, I started getting really into a lot of the, actually the Massachusetts bands and stuff like Unearth, Kill Switch Engage. Live or Just Breathing had
We
just
just
come out.
became best friends.
Yeah, I loved it. And actually the band that really got me into the Swedish stuff that's awesome. Was Revolver, the album by The Haunted. When I heard
Good
that
stuff.
album, that
was
really
great.
turned me into that whole Swedish direction. Then I started getting into the older In Flames and everything like that.
Before you knew it, you were playing drums in a grindcore band.
Yeah, touring grindcore.
Pretty much.
Totally blackout drunk the
I
entire
was actually
tour.
really influenced by these guys too. When they were in their band prior to Wings of Severance, I used to hang out like a little.
Frey?
Yeah, I was like.
But
the
not
little
the
groupie.
Fray. You
I
gotta
got
be
it.
Fray.
I got it. Calm down.
No, it's just as bad. It's just a different genre.
I was like that creepy kid in the corner.
You guys are cool.
Pretty much.
Just over there,
14, 15
dick
years
out.
old. Like,
I was going to ask if there was money involved in bribery.
I'm pretty sure they tried to pay me to leave at first, but I was like, dude, there's these kids that like live near me that play this kind of music. Like, I thought it was the coolest thing, and yeah, if it wasn't for these guys right here, I probably wouldn't even be doing what I'm doing. So yeah, that's pretty much where. You're welcome. Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you.
We'll take credit, I guess.
Well, very cool. Well, let's keep playing more tracks off the CD. We've got a bunch more. Why don't we go ahead and do a twofer?
Yeah, dealer's choice.
Let's go with AJ's favorite track. What's your favorite to perform?
Did we just play it?
I think it was worth the wait.
Oh, that is it?
Yeah, it's worth the wait. We just,
Wait, the one we don't have to play.
all Phil has to do is hit the drum pad, and then
Anything with
and then
no
the song
vocals.
plays.
Pretty much.
Anything with no vocals is my favorite.
So other than the first 3 songs,
I'd have to go with Hell Hanging High.
Okay.
Song's a thrasher.
and then
You'll hear the Metallica influence in this one.
Sean, your favorite song off the CD.
Favorite song has got to be the one that I kind of had the most to do with, not guitar-wise, because AJ and I definitely throw all the riffs down together, really. But this was one. This was one that I actually wrote with a best friend of mine, Jared Duran. And it was something I was jamming with him on the side, and I thought it was kind of too like power metal, Motley Crue for Wings of Severance.
It was. It's
And,
two different genres
I would,
right there.
It was.
I would
until we
keep
got
playing it at band practice, this riff, and everybody was kind of like, dude, you're a piece of shit, But I wouldn't give up, dude, I wouldn't give up. It's like trying to go for the second time.
Dude, Phil started playing like that thrash beat, like
Yeah.
And actually, that song got us in the top 10 in the Midwest to open for Metallica.
And Avenged Sevenfold, yeah. So this was kind of like my big contribution, but it's really something that I hold very dear to me, and I think it's one of the more unique songs on the album. Away from I guess our kind of traditional sound.
a lot less screaming.
Yeah,
And what track is that?
it's called The Price We Pay.
The Price We Pay. All right, well, let's do it. Hell Hanging High into The Price We Pay.
So we
Fire!
Jeff. This is Linus. We're in the band Nephilim, and you're listening to the Metal Experience.
All right, we are back. We just heard a twofer. We heard Hell Hanging High, Into the Price We Pay, both off the Welcome the Afterlife album by Wings of Severance.
Hey-o.
And both tracks were fucking amazing, I do gotta say.
Badass.
Thank you.
I mean, coming from a guy with that many patches on his jacket, dude, that's a fucking real compliment, bro. I'm serious.
It was pretty heavy, and I was headbanging the whole entire time.
Pretty tasty tracks.
All right, well, it's about that time for the
It's never
Chin
that
Head of
time.
Knowledge. Are you ready?
No.
Time to sit back and relax and listen to the one that the metal gods themselves gave us. It's time for the heaviest of them all, the Chin Hair of Knowledge.
All right, so I got tour news, random news, and also reunion news.
Say what, girlfriend?
Reunion news.
So, Luco, I don't know if you know, but Himsa just reunited after
What?
9 years.
Really?
What?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I did not know that.
So far,
So what are they doing?
So far, they are, I think, going to be recording new music and touring.
What?
But they have one show lined up, and it's at the
Chicago?
Northwest Terror Fest in Seattle, Washington.
That's fucking
Badass.
way too
But
far
they're
away.
playing Courting Tragedy
not.
and Disaster in its entirety.
Oh my god.
Can they do that, but here?
I don't know.
Please?
But the funny thing is, at that same festival, Primitive Man's on it.
I saw him
going.
once open for Danzig at the House of Blues.
I was supposed
That
to-
pretty awesome.
I was supposed to see Himsa, Decapitated, and Amon Amarth.
That's a good lineup.
And Decapitated, then VTech died,
Yeah.
and Decapitated dropped. And I think Himsa broke up. So it was only Amon Amarth and some other bands. Yeah,
Okay. Well, you're going to have to keep me posted on that.
I will. And then the other reunion news is the band X Hoarder,
Ex-hoarder.
which is like groove and thrash. They had a feud with Pantera for a while because they thought Pantera ripped off their sound.
Really?
Yeah. They have reunited after 6 years. And so far, no Chicago show. But they are planning on doing live shows, and who knows about music. Because they only have 2 albums. One's Slaughter in the Vatican, and one is The Law.
And when did they come out?
Back in mid-'80s.
Okay.
I have my X-Hoarder patch on this vest.
You would.
I love X-Hoarder.
I believe you.
There.
I'm going to have to take a listen. Does it sound like Pantera?
Yeah. I'll bring Slaughter in the Vatican one time to play.
One time. We can just look it up. We got the internet.
Yeah.
We have the
Well, we'll have to play
we
Slaughter.
have the technology.
Slaughter in the Vatican is probably my favorite album out of the 2.
Okay.
So, yeah. And then tour news. So, Iced Earth U.S. tour with Sanctuary and Kill Ritual as support.
That's so awesome.
February 20,
Sanctuary is going to be so cool.
February 25th at the Turner Ballroom in Milwaukee, or March 29th at the Bottom Lounge in Chicago.
Did you say Milwaukee?
Yes, I did. But the Bottom Lounge show is actually the last date of the tour.
Yeah. Better
So-
to see them when they're really tired and strung out.
So the Milwaukee, the funny thing is the Milwaukee show is like their second or third on the tour. And they're starting the tour in Indiana.
So they're coming for us.
Well, yeah, that makes sense. I mean, he's from Indiana,
Yeah.
so.
But then they're going to like Milwaukee, and then they're going like East Coast, South, West Coast, and then finally ending in Chicago.
Dude, you want to see a band progress, see them at the beginning of the tour, and then see them at the end. And
Yeah.
like it's insane how much tighter the bands are by the end of the tour. I don't care who you are. It's always the end of the tour is the time to see a band really live.
Really? I would think by the end of the tour, they're like, fuck, we are exhausted.
All of
There's
our
a bunch
merch is
drama
sold
or
out.
something, but, I mean, in terms of like performance-wise, like they're just so tight usually by the end of the tour. I mean,
Tight
that was
butthole.
my experience.
Exactly.
Your experience in being in a touring grindcore band?
Yes. Drumming.
No, he was even worse. He was in a touring bro band.
Whoa.
Brah.
Rah.
Yeah, we don't talk about it.
Bromance. All right, what else you got for us, D?
Well, we were talking about this band earlier, but Cradle of Filth has announced the U.S. headlining tour with
With ginger.
Yeah, ginger.
So fucking weird.
J-I-N.
They're chewing it with spices?
J-E-R.
Kind of, but worse.
They're from, where are they from again?
I fucking forget.
They're from like the Middle East or something.
The Middle East.
Yeah, but it's like April 13th at the Forge.
There's a band called Ginger.
Yeah, J-I-N-J-E-R. I don't know.
You need to go just because it's October 13th. It doesn't even matter.
It's April 13th.
Oh, April. I'm deaf.
Nah, I'm not going.
I'm not.
And then Morgan,
Yes.
February 24th at the UIC Pavilion.
I know. Is
A
it
Day to
the Day to
Remember,
Remember
Papa
Devil
Roach,
Wears Prada?
Fallen in Reverse,
Yeah.
and Devil Wears Prada.
I just messaged
You know
Dan
where
to see
I'll
if he
be?
wants to go.
Not there.
You know, I'll be sleeping.
Morgan,
I
I don't
do
want to.
wanna
No,
go.
I don't want to go.
But
You're going. And then my last bit of tour news.
tickets already. What would you do?
I would tell you to go with someone else. I already got plans for that day. What day is it?
February 24th.
Yeah, I'm busy that day.
Got a big shit to take.
I'll be in the washroom for 12 hours.
I'll be shitting.
Who wants to be
all
in the bathroom
day.
for 12 hours?
This guy.
Sounds like a plan, really.
All right, what
And
else
then
you got for us,
my
Dave?
last bit of tour news is Watain and Destroyer 666 co-headlining tour with special guests support to be announced soon.
Okay.
So hopefully it'll be better bands than
better
Destroyer
bands.
666. Watain puts on a good show.
You
They'll
used to have the biggest boner for Watain.
Hey man, it's all about that Watain clan.
The Watain blood.
Yeah, Watain throws pig's blood into the crowd, like legit pig's blood.
Derek
yeah.
came home and Derek's like, "I'm covered in Watain blood." It's
Yeah,
like,
my
dude,
vest
you smell like shit.
for 2 months.
Go take a shower.
March 2nd.
Watain blood.
March 2nd at the Metro, which I might go.
Okay.
Even though,
in years.
yeah,
The Metro.
Dude,
But-
Wrigleyville Dogs across the street.
Wrigleyville Dogs.
Place to go.
It's not very metal, but the last time I
we
was
met-
there was to see Thrice.
We met Protest here at Wrigleyville Dogs.
Before they were even a huge band, man.
And opened for Trivium.
Well,
the funny thing is, Trivium has the former drummer of
Battlecross.
Well, before that, it was the actually the guy's not I don't think in the band anymore, but they had a former drummer Maruda.
Maruda Grind.
Yeah, which is grindcore.
All right. So
And then Matt Heafy has a black metal band
called
with Isan from Emperor.
Yeah, is anything happening with that? Like he
So-
said that like 5 years ago.
Yeah, I don't know, but he's guested on like black metal albums, which is funny, but still cool at the same
I
time.
wonder why their albums don't sound as good. Morgan.
They sound
They're
amazing.
terrible.
Imagine if
The newest
Trivium.
album's not bad.
Imagine if Trivium went
Thank
black
you.
metal.
No way, Morgan.
Shut the fuck
Morgan's
up.
like, check out these
Continue,
new
Derek.
Trivium tracks. I'm like, they're garbage.
They're good.
Metallica, Mach 2.
Oh, come on.
It's like their
Maybe
first
on the
two
Crusade.
albums, and that's
I know,
it.
I'm just joking.
I mean,
Fuck that,
they've had some
Shogun's
weak
awesome.
albums.
Shogun was
awesome.
good.
Shogun's
I like
Shogun's-
In Waves, too.
Shogun.
In Waves is pretty good.
In Waves.
And the Sin in the Sentence isn't that bad. I mean, it's
That Sepultura cover on In Waves is cool.
oh yeah, yeah.
Onion waves?
I'll tell you, Corey Bulliu can drink like a motherfucker, though. Drank with him in Florida, like all night, partied with us, and dude, that dude can put him back.
Which guy?
Corey, the guitar player from Trivium.
The guy with the long hair?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Noise.
the only one.
The only one.
Yeah, now.
Oh, yeah. Then the other one is, yeah, that makes sense. What else you got for us, Derek?
I got random news.
Okay.
So the Grammy Award nominees have been announced. For Best Metal Performance, the bands are August Burns Red for Invisible Enemy,
Oh, yes.
Body Count for Black Hoodie,
No.
Cool.
Code Orange for Forever,
What?
Mastodon for Sultan's Curse, and Meshuggah for Clockworks.
Okay. I would totally give it to August Burns Red. Come on.
I'd go Body Count.
Mastodon.
Body Count.
I'm a big Meshuggah fan.
I got on my
I
Black
would-
Hoodie.
I don't
I
know.
love Meshuggah.
I could
don't
see
even
Ice-T at the
know.
Grammys.
Dude, but Emperor of Sand is so good.
Nah, man, you gotta go back to like Leviathan.
Code Orange was actually pretty entertaining.
Code Orange is good.
I saw them live. They were pretty solid. Definitely surpassed my expectations for sure.
They used to be called the Code Orange Kids.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's when we saw that.
So they got rid of the kids so people thought they were grown-ups?
Yeah.
Just
The
take
Code
more
Orange
seriously.
adults.
Grown-ups.
They also did Aleister Black's theme at an NXT event, some wrestling. It was pretty awesome.
Wrestling.
Oh yeah, AJ likes wrestling.
So
It's stupid.
It's real wrestling.
So for the best rock song for the Grammys, it's Metallica, Atlas Rise.
That's in the rock section?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This band called K-Flay for Blood in the Cut.
Kayfabe.
Flay, F-L-A-Y. Nothing More for Go to War. Foo Fighters, Run, and then Avenged Sevenfold's The Stage for the rock songs.
Yeah, you gotta give it up to A7X.
Dude, that album.
Foo Fighters.
Atlas Rise is cool.
Fight
and all,
me.
but It's definitely not the best song on that album.
And then for the best rock album, Mastodon Empire Sands.
Why would you put Mastodon in a rock album category?
They're not really metal anymore.
Metallica, Hardwired, Self-Destruct.
Okay, that album's fucking awesome.
Nothing More, The Stories We Tell, Ourselves, Queens of the Stone Age, Villains, and The War on Drugs, A Deeper Understanding.
Mastodon.
I had to be...
Metallica.
As much as I want Mastodon to win, I have a feeling it might lean more towards Metallica or Queens of the Stone Age.
Oh, you mean only because they got screwed by Jethro Tull, right?
Metallica.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Vengeance.
I'd say that's kind of a comeback album in a way from.
Dude, Spit Out the Bone's the best song they've released.
yeah.
Thank you. That was my favorite on that CD.
Like,
it was
seriously,
so good.
Metallica's my favorite band of all time, and when I heard Spit Out the Bone, I was smiling
Oh.
from ear to ear. I was so stoked.
I had that song on repeat. I mean, I liked the whole album, but Spit on the Bone, I was just like, okay. And then I get into the rest of the album, and I was like, nope, gotta go back. Spit on the Bone, listen to it again. So good.
You want to know why that album worked? Kirk Hammett didn't write any of it.
Oh my God!
Fake news.
How it used to be.
All right. Any more random news?
That's it.
All right, you brought a band tonight.
I did.
What'd you bring?
I bought a band from Denmark called Nuclear Death Terror.
Yes.
Okay. What song?
It's actually a Celtic Frost cover called Morbid Tales.
All right.
Off the album, actually EP, Ceaseless Desolation.
Of course it is.
And it's crust punk, D-beat, and death metal.
What is D-Beat?
Douche beat.
It's really hard to explain what D-beat is.
Just tell me. It's all right. You can tell me. I'm a volunteer firefighter.
Nah, I'm good. But it's the good thing is though this band has their whole entire discography for free on their Bandcamp.
All right. Well, let's listen to some D-Beat.
Yeah.
What was the band again?
Nuclear Death Terror.
Oh, far. All right. Nuclear Death Terror. Morgan?
Another
We are Conniption, and I am Michael Brigham.
I'm Bill House.
Andy Martin.
Cody Juke.
And you're listening to The Metal Experience.
All right, we are back. That was my pick of the week.
Yeah? What was it?
Some Nuclear Death Terror with a song, Morbid Tales.
From the band.
Celtic Frost. There's a Celtic Frost cover sung by Nuclear Death Terror. So yeah, that's mighty tasty, wasn't it?
All right. Well, we're still rocking out here with Wings of Severance. And we've got a ton more music to play. So, Ian.
Oh, no, not me.
And Phil both need to pick some tracks.
Phil first.
Phil first.
I know what band he's going to I know what song he's going to pick.
What band are you going to pick?
It's a grindcore band.
Sweet. I'm down.
A touring
That he went on
grindcore
tour
band.
with?
Yeah. I'm gonna choose. It's grind country.
Country.
It's
cunt
chicken.
grind.
It's chicken fried grind.
Pretty much.
Cunt grind.
Yeah, it's cunt grind. I'm gonna choose the Broken End.
All right.
You would, you son of a bitch.
I like it.
You choosing the same song too?
I was gonna.
We can repeat it.
Yeah, just play it twice. But,
There's Eye for an Eye.
But the no, fuck that song.
Oh.
All right, I'm gonna choose Eye for an Eye.
Oh.
Hey, you guys fucking wrote it.
True story. I don't know. I guess it's a tie between. I guess it's a tie between The Broken End and Round the Roses. But I'm gonna pick Round the Roses.
Wait, what the hell songs are we playing then?
Eye for an Eye and Round the Roses.
And Round the Roses.
All right, let's do it. Eye for an Eye and Round the Roses.
I kept track.
We just wanted to confuse you. Sorry.
Hey, this is Pete.
Tanner.
And we're Bloodletter, and you're listening to
Experience.
Woo! All right, we just heard Eye for an Eye, followed by Round the Roses, and Welcome to Earth.
Welcome to Earth.
Welcome to Earth, motherfucker.
Earth or Earth?
Earth.
You're not saying it right unless you're saying Earth.
Earth.
Will
Earth?
Smith told us all
Like
how to do it.
turf, except missing the T.
So my one boss at one of my jobs told me a joke. How
I don't
do you
believe you.
find Will Smith in a snowstorm?
How do you find Will Smith in a snowstorm?
Snorstorm.
Snory snarl.
He is drunk.
Snore.
I'm not that drunk.
You follow
that
the
drunk.
Fresh Prince.
Ah, Morgan, you're fired.
That's a dad joke if I've ever heard one.
Well, I'm not a dad.
Oh my goodness. Well, Morgan, it's about that time.
What?
Who?
Now it's time for
Hey man, look what I found.
Only on the Metal Experience.
Woo! All right, this week brought to you by Imprint Recordings, your music, your imprint. Check out imprintrecordings.com for more information. Tonight we've got the band Inhuman Remnants from, was that Canberra, Australia, Morgan? Canberra?
Yes.
I can't always read your handwriting.
That's right, mate.
That's Roy, mate.
Crocky.
And the song we got, Rotten Fruit from a Dying Family Tree. Woo! All right, let's do it.
AJ should like this. This is death metal mixed with some grind.
So I
You
would
mean
like
Phil?
it too.
Yeah, I was in a touring grindcore band.
Next
All right.
thing I know.
Here we go.
And I like country.
This is Holden Zacharias.
And this is Matt Powers.
We're in Fleshburr, and you're listening to the Metal Experience.
Woo! All right, that was again brought to you by Imprint Recordings. Your music, your imprint. Visit imprintrecordings.com for more details for all your recording needs. And that band was Inhuman Remnant from Canberra, Australia. And that song was Rotten Fruit from a Dying Family Tree. Check them out on the Facebooks. Give them a like. Woo! We are back rocking out the Metal Experience. We're rocking out with Wings of Severance. And we got more tracks to play from you guys, but before that, you guys got one show, you told me? One show coming up?
Well, you know
Just
how-
one.
Well, you know.
Yeah.
What is your show coming up?
So we have a show coming up on, Phil, that's the 29th, correct?
December 29th. It's with the band Stolen Sun. They're out of Lake Zurich, Illinois. It's actually their EP release show. They also recorded at Brick and Mortar Recordings. And we're basically the special guests for them.
Very cool.
And Phil recorded the drums.
I recorded the drums for Stolen Sun.
Because he doesn't do enough work.
They, basically, we played a show with them a while ago, and their drummer kind of just ditched them. He quit.
Like how you did with your other band.
Pretty much.
He sobered up and then left.
Pretty much.
But then he joined a touring grindcore band.
Yep.
That was first.
But anyways, yeah, they booked studio time. Then the drummer just kind of bailed, and they asked me. I was like, sure. So,
Sure. Can I throw some grind beats in there?
Yep, pretty much. And there's no grind beats at all. It's all
Perfect.
country.
Phil's actually
No,
playing
I'm
with them
kidding.
at the show
It's all
too.
country.
No, it's pretty cool. So yeah, I'll be playing drums for 2 bands that night.
Damn.
Double duty.
Double duty. Back to back.
Ass to ass.
Ass to ass.
Dick to dick.
But yeah, that's at Penny Road Pub, and it starts at 7. So see you there.
And what was the date again?
December 29th.
Boom.
New Year's kickoff.
And then where can everyone find everything that is Wings of Severance on the Information Superhighway?
Pretty much everywhere. So the album's available for sale at shows on iTunes, Google Play Store, Amazon. Probably forgetting a few. I think we're even on. Yeah, it's still available on Amazon. I think we're even on Tidal, which who uses Tidal?
You can basically get to everything if you go to wingsofseverance.com.
Yeah,
Just do a little bit of
We've
digging.
got all those
It's
links.
all over the place.
We're also on YouTube. We have a lyric video on there, and a couple more.
815 Productions. Got to give a shout out to Nate.
Yeah,
Did a great job on the lyric video.
what AJ said.
It's pretty fucking sick.
And then we've got a couple surprises coming up on our YouTube channel, hopefully soon. And then streaming is pretty much everything: Spotify, Apple Music, Google Play.
Apple Play, Google Music.
Hopefully
Exactly.
Pandora soon.
Hopefully Pandora soon. We're waiting on the official on that one. So yeah, you can pretty much find us anywhere where you find bands. Even SoundCloud. I thought they were going under, but they're still here.
MySpace?
No MySpace.
Facey space. My boys.
Justin Timberlake bought that. It's a no humans live there anymore.
Wings of Severance. Here we go. I'm liking your YouTube page. Right meow.
What a guy.
What a guy.
He just subscribed. I just watched.
I want to check out the.
It's official.
So you have a lyric video for Welcome the Afterlife.
Yes.
And who'd you say that was done by?
815 Productions. Our buddy Nate actually works with me and our roadie Will.
Nate Dogg.
Pretty
Nate Dogg
cool
with
guy.
OG.
Nate Dogg. What do we call him? Little.
He's my little.
He's my little shit.
He's my little shit.
I forget.
But Will, you haven't even been
Dude
drinking
from Indiana
tonight.
Jones, bro.
Yeah, my little short round.
Short round.
Yeah.
Short round.
Nice.
Short round.
He's my little Asian guy.
Perfect.
But yeah, check that out when you get a chance. It's actually pretty cool. We blended in all the artwork from the album, all 4 pieces of it, with some live footage and obviously the lyrics. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It's not super traditional,
And
but
then
might dig it.
Perry Denton posted a live video. It looks like of you guys too. You know who Perry is?
Yeah, that was we played
At the Forge.
Yeah, we played at the Forge down in Joliet.
As a 3-piece.
Yeah, we did direct support. Oh, not direct. Sorry, anything but. We were the very opening act for the Dark Tranquility show there, and yeah, that show's unique for only having 3/4 of us.
And you know what? There are some other live videos.
Yes,
Too many.
Chris F. Metal of Severance. Is that you guys?
That's a good friend of ours, Stuckle. Those videos are very
When we first started.
old.
Okay.
You almost wish you could go back in time and take some of that shit off YouTube.
Yeah, just delete it. Seriously. Just pretend it didn't exist.
Nah, I'm gonna check all this shit out.
Oh,
I think
God.
there's some footage from class. I know that I don't know. You guys have been there
That's
before.
when we
yeah?
saw you
Yeah?
for the first time.
Yeah.
Was at Claus.
Which time?
Shout
I
out to
think
George.
Dude,
Oh,
George Anaya.
I don't know.
I don't know.
We played there like 6 times.
Well, we were last time.
We were there for the
that
last
was
3.
Got shut down.
Yeah, there was like plaster coming out of the ceiling, landing in people's,
Mhm.
dishes downstairs.
Yeah, we're the reason why bands weren't allowed to play on the second floor
We were the
anymore.
last metal band allowed.
Nice.
Plaster?
So, proud moment right there. Yeah, that
was unfortunate because that fucking every time we went to a show there, it was packed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Man, we had like a cult following
Every
there. I
time.
remember some of the first, gigs that we would go up there and play, and there'd be people hanging out of the windows.
Yeah,
like,
you
they were,
guys-
like 2
you
stories,
guys-
3 stories up, just like ready to fall out of there, man. It was a pretty surreal experience, I gotta say.
No, you talked it up so much.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I think it was horrible.
Dude, yeah.
That was the
last time we played there, it
Yeah.
wasn't set up by George or any of those guys, and we ended up playing at like midnight or something. We were usually on stage by like 10 o'clock when we did like the rock fests and all that kind of stuff. So the last time we played there, there was like, I don't know, maybe 50 people in the entire building when we played, just because it was, like I said, it was run way differently, and I don't know, it just the old rock fests and everything like that. That's something I'll never really forget. Those shows were crazy, and it sucks that you didn't get to see it. But,
and I
mean,
almost got in a fight.
Yeah, we had to stop in mid-set and jump off the stage and pull your
So
wife off somebody.
my wife is into like mosh pits and hardcore dancing and all that, and she was in the pit while we were playing, and we're playing. All of a sudden, there's like a bunch of people in a pile, and there's a dude like trying to basically beat on my wife because she shouldn't be in the pit because girls don't go in the pit. So my wife's fighting back, and I see it happening while I'm playing. I jump off my kit mid-song, and I'm like in there ready to just throw. And it was interesting. But then we finished our set.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we finished our set, but yeah, that moment Phil went full on bear Jew. So.
Yeah, pretty much.
Baseball bat and all.
So, did you guys after your set go down to the bar and the guy was sitting in the corner playing his like demo and rocking out?
I don't know if they were doing that show. Like I said, they used to do that at the Rock Fest and all that kind of stuff like that. But
You know what guy I'm talking about?
Yeah, absolutely.
In the bar, he'd be
Oh,
like
yeah.
in the corner of the bar.
He had like the little projector screen
Yeah,
or whatever with all that shit.
just
yeah.
playing a bunch of like crazy metal bands. And
All I
he'd always be like,
remember, I definitely remember one show going there, and he was playing this band called Welcome to the Graveyard, and there was a music video for the song Welcome to the Graveyard on the album Welcome to the Graveyard. And like me and AJ and our other buddy Mike Thompson were just like geeking over this. It was so fucking fun.
Did he keep saying like?
Yeah.
It was just like the bottom corner where it shows the track, the
Yeah.
band, and the album. It was just all the same thing. So redundant. It was like, okay, like, yeah. Like, dude, welcome to the graveyard.
Hey, welcome to the graveyard. Play the song, Welcome to the Graveyard.
Yeah.
The album Welcome to the Graveyard.
Wait, what was the name of that album again?
Oh, it's...
Welcome to Bumblefuck.
Shit.
Same idea.
Whatever.
Whatever.
Welcome the afterlife.
Ah, shit.
Oh, yeah. That's what we're here for.
And there's dead bodies on your cover. You're close.
We forgot. We forgot how to do promotion.
We don't know what. We didn't steal that.
Inspiration
but
was
next
everywhere.
next album will be called Welcome to the Graveyard.
Are you going to change your band name too?
Absolutely.
Maybe.
Odin's Phallus or something.
Odin's Palace.
We'll have to cover "See You in Hell" from Gravedigger on that album.
See you in hell. That's a good song.
Dude, we've been wanting to cover that for like 6 years now, 7 years now.
Gravedigger puts on a good show.
Didn't like their singer just like lose his leg or some shit?
That was
Or was it
Grim
the guitar?
Reaper.
I thought the band was
Huh?
called Grim Reaper.
That was
Yeah,
Grim
the band is
Reaper.
Grim Reaper.
You said Gravedigger originally.
No, I said didn't their singer like lose his leg or some shit?
Yeah, the dude. Yeah, Grim Reaper did.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm down with some Monster Jam though.
Isn't Gravedigger local?
Gravedigger.
No,
Fucking Monster Truck, bro.
Grave robber.
No, there's a band called Gravedigger. They're like heavy
man, that's a
power
monster
metal.
truck. What are you
No,
talking
that's a
about?
monster truck.
Yeah, it goes up on stage and just revs the
Just
engine.
fucks everything.
It was the first monster truck to do the double backflip.
We have a couple tracks left off of Welcome to
do,
the
we
Afterlife.
do.
What is one of the tracks out of the two?
I didn't get to pick one yet.
What would you like to play out of the two last tracks?
Will, you can pick one, but it has to be the broken end. Go ahead.
I'm gonna pick, since my options are now limited
You have
to
Saints
I think,
in Arms.
3 songs.
A Killer's Mark and The Broken End.
Well, I'm tired of the Killer's Mark. Sorry, guys.
10
I hear its song every time I go to a show, which is like almost every show. I really dig Saints. It's super fucking heavy and just a killer track, and they threw a really sweet intro into that front of that song, and it really worked out awesome.
All
that was
right.
like the one recording portion I was there for because I was in Colorado, but that's another story.
Yes.
Anyways, Saints in Arms.
All right, let's do it. Saints in Arms.
I am Mike.
Hi, I'm Mark.
We are Polarities.
You're listening to the Metal Experience, motherfucker.
We are here.
Oh no!
Chinless hair.
Chinless hair.
Chinless.
The hairless chin.
Whatever.
The chinless
You got
hair. He's
the
got
point.
no chin, just hair. That's weird.
It's a tuft of hair.
He's got a fucked up face, son.
Anyway, we are back with our friends in Wings of Severance, and that was another awesome track called Saints in Arms.
Another
Again,
tasty,
off
tasty
of
track.
Welcome the Afterlife. Winding things down now for the evening because we are wrapping up very quickly here now. A few announcements just to go through 1 week, and then we'll be back for next week. So we have officially 3 shows left for the end of 2017.
Okay.
I cannot believe it. Next week, December 5th, we are back at Fitz's Beer Keys. All are welcome to join us out in
We never
Elmhurst. 8 p.m. till around 11 we hang out. We record our episodes, and then they're up on our website on Wednesday mornings. Next week, we are welcoming back for their second time on the show, Withering Soul.
Nice.
Good guys. So we can't wait to catch up with them. Then our friends on December 12th are Atlanta's Burning coming back for their 4th time with us. And to end 2017, the first time on the show, we've been trying to get them on for a while. We are going out with horror metal band Sinister Fate, December 19th.
Nice.
Finally getting them on. So, all are welcome every time we record out in Elmhurst to join us while we record our episodes.
Come
and
hang.
those are the last 3 shows of this year. With that being
Can't
said,
believe
just a
2017 is
I know
almost over.
a few more announcements for the end of the week. Our friends in Orinoco are opening this weekend for Cryptopsy and Hate at the Forge out in Joliet.
Belphegor is the headliner.
They are, but no one cares about Belphegor. They're
love
there for
Belphegor.
Cryptopsy. And
Damn,
you
son!
still can buy your tickets off of Orinoco and support your scene. Tickets are going fast. They had them on discount. Hit them up if you're interested in purchasing off of them.
If Flo was in the band, maybe. But now it's all about Belphegor.
Like what?
Wait, what?
Flo is in the band of
Flo?
Cryptopsy.
No, didn't he leave?
No.
What?
We
No.
interviewed them like 2 years ago on their bus. Flo
And-
was one of the ones we interviewed.
Yeah, but I thought the last album had a different drummer.
Ian, I'm disappointed in your music knowledge right now. You really dropped the ball.
We saw them when that album was
I'm
just
gonna
getting
Wikipedia
released.
that shit.
Pronounce anal
You
bum.
probably should because we interviewed him about that album coming out. that was weird. Yeah, and that's the only album they've been touring.
But we
off
played.
of.
We played with them.
The Book of Suffering.
Yeah,
part
was Flo
1.
there?
That was a couple months. That was in the summer. He was
Yeah,
still there.
He was still there. All right. Our friends in Bloodletter have a Kickstarter going right now for their upcoming
He's the only
LP
original
that's
member.
coming out, and we are having them back on our show in February. But give them some support, help them make their album come true with their
pronounced
recording
anal bone.
and their
Wait, what band?
production, Bloodletter.
Oh.
They also have an opportunity to play the Holiday of Horrors coming up, and they need
Holiday
your
of
vote.
Horrors?
With
Yeah.
Mickey and
Holiday of Horrors. They're taking a vote of who's going to be one of the opening bands.
For
and-
who?
Macabre.
Is this a
Macabre?
joke?
Macabre's annual Holiday of Horrors.
Macabre?
Yes.
At the House
Yeah,
of Blues?
so-
No. Reggie Ace.
Is he going to be wearing his headset?
Mm-hmm.
His Britney Spears headset?
Yes. Dennis Demetis is the drummer, Corporal Death is the singer, and the Fairies is the bass player.
But he's going to be wearing his
Yes.
Britney Spears
Anyway,
headset, right?
you can click to vote. It's December 23rd at Reggie's, the 20th anniversary, to play with Macabre, November's Doom, Elbow Deep, and
Holy shit, they actually announced the band.
go on to, yes, the link that Bloodletter has posted on their Facebook page to cast your vote.
Bloodletter.
Help our buddies out. Our friends in Everything Must Die just released a brand new song, Parade of Fools. Go check it out.
Dope.
It is up on their Facebook page. They just released it, so that is badass.
I thought they weren't going to release it because Tommy said, no, we're good.
No, they released it sometime today. It's up on their Facebook page as
alright then.
we speak. And that is all I have for now. Just beware.
Beware?
Watch the Facebook page for I'll share events throughout the week of bands playing shows. There's always a ton going on, so for me to just say a bunch of stuff on the show. It's better to have a visual to go with it, so I'll be posting. And I did see some badass artwork from our friends in Ornaco for their new EP called Nihilism. It looks amazing. It reminds me of artwork that's done off of like a Born of Osiris CD. It's pretty sick.
Very cool. What band?
Ornaco.
Foreign Taco?
Yep. So, going out for the evening, we do have a couple tracks left to play from our friends in Wings of Severance. And what, again, is the show that you guys are playing upcoming, and where can everybody find and buy merch that is Wings of Severance and the album and all of that fun stuff?
Gotcha.
So our upcoming show, it's December 29th. It's the Stolen Sun EP release show. That's at Penny Road Pub. And you can check us out anywhere on social media. wingsofseverance.com for merch and just basically show updates and whatever else. And Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We're on everything. So check us out.
Except MySpace, right?
Actually, we're on MySpace too, but nobody updates that.
I don't
Nobody
think that
supports
MySpace
it.
has been updated since 2012.
I slapped one of those stickers on my truck a long time ago, and people comment all the time. They're like, "Oh, MySpace, bro, nice."
You don't understand. This was 2011.
I would peel it off, but I can't.
It's underground, man.
And
my
yeah,
goodness.
music's is available on iTunes, the Google Store, Amazon, Apple Music, Google Play, Spotify, Tidal, all the useless things that don't exist anymore.
Okay. When did MySpace cease to be relevant?
Don't you remember a few years ago they had TV commercials?
Yeah, Justin Timberlake bought it for some absurd price, like $100-something million.
And then didn't do anything with it.
I mean, yes.
Hey, what was
He's
I
bringing MySpace back.
He ruined my autoplay track on my MySpace page from 2008.
Shit, I haven't even gone on mine. I
I
don't even know
deleted
if it's
mine
still
actually
there.
like 2 years ago.
I don't even know if it's still up there. I do have a sweet In Flames video up on there. Their
Well-
live version of Pantera's Fucking Hostile.
That makes it all A-okay.
Off the used and abused live DVD.
I have that DVD too. Yeah.
Morgan does too.
What one?
The In Flames used and abused.
No, I threw hers out.
I sold it because he had a copy of it.
It's all about that Sticky Finger set. It's so good.
Can you burn that for me?
Morgan, can you burn it for him?
There's illegal downloading on the internet now. I'm pretty sure if you ask your brother to show you how the internet works again, he'll do it for you.
No, but I want you to burn me a copy. I want to go straight to 2008.
With illegal DVD torrents.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, Morgan, we'll get right on that for you.
What? Don't volunteer me for things.
uTorrent.
WinMX, man.
Yeah, that one too.
It's all about that kazaa.
It's all about LimeWire.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Guaranteed to give you a virus.
Anyone under 21 has no idea what we're talking about.
LimeWire ruined my life.
Napster.
Napster, yeah.
Metallica ruined Napster.
With
Napster bad.
With the I Disappear Mission Impossible.
Hey,
2
real
soundtrack.
quick. Looks like curling's coming on TV, so can we play some metal by Wings of Severance or what?
That guy looks
I'm
so
trying to
happy.
get on that curling,
Oh,
bro.
dude, speaking of curling, did you ever see the remake of the Hearts on Fire music video for Hammerfall? It's got the Swedish girls curling team. It's amazing.
I will definitely be
YouTube
checking
that,
that out.
shit. It's so good.
I think I have seen a music video that had curling on it. And they were getting all into it?
Yeah, and it's Hearts on Fire. It's the best song ever made.
I'm signing it too.
Let's turn it on. Let's do some Wings of Severance going out tonight. What tracks are we gonna play?
Let's see, what do you got left?
The Broken End.
The Broken End.
And
Killer's Mark.
Why not end it with Killers?
Enter Sandman. I mean, Killer's Mark.
Enter Sandman.
We've seriously closed like every show with this song since
Every
we started,
show.
pretty much. I think like
Every
one or two we haven't.
Maybe.
Well, then let's end this show closing with that song also.
Sounds about
Enter
right.
Sandman.
Enter Sandman.
Pretty much.
This one's Enter Sandman by Wings of Severance. Well, thank you guys again for trekking all the way out to the burbs to hang out with us for a couple hours and rock out to some sweet music off this badass album. The titular.
You guys recorded.
Welcome the Afterlife. So good. The artwork's badass.
Thank you.
I'm glad
The production of
we've
the
met
album
you
is
guys.
badass.
For the artwork,
Thank you.
frame that shit.
I'm just gonna cut the front off and frame it in my bathroom.
It's perfect. You can throw the. You can throw the CD
Just
right
knowing
around.
that you're thinking and looking at us every time you know, poop.
Jerk.
Yeah, that's
Jerk.
Thank you.
I jerk poop. Every time I jerk poop.
I mean, you're already in there.
Every Blumpkin starts with Wings of Severance.
That should be a new slogan.
On that note, let's do it. We got a 2 for every Blumpkin starts with Wings of Severance.
The broken end.
The broken end.
And a killer's mark.
Yep.
We'll see you next week. Hoo, hoo.
Deuces.
Fucking
live. Therefore, if we, according to the rules of your God and the laws that you preach, one day you'll break free this cage, break free of these chains. And on that reckoning day, I will bring 1,000 plagues and you will know you are not safe.